What's up, y'all? Sparda from T.G.C. here, and yeah, I know it's been a long time and no vids from me, and I'm sorry about that. I've just been playing a lot of Bloodborne. I got one more goddamn trophy to get, and I'm trying to get it. And I know, and I'm pretty sure that y'all don't want to see a whole bunch of Bloodborne content, so I just didn't want to upload it. But without further ado, let me get into what this video is. Now, this is Mad Max first impressions, you know, like I did with Batman. I'm just going through all the, well, not all of but the basic gameplay elements that make the game play, basically, that make it what it is right now. I'm not going to do any story or anything like that because I rarely know it as it is, but I'm going to just go through the basics here. And here we go. Now, so far, I'm loving the hell out of the game. I already got like almost 30 hours into the game. That's mainly because all the side bullshit. This is like basically the first damn game I decided I wanted to do side missions for. Other than Batman, but that's a different story. And Bloodborne, but it's also different. Now, as you see with the combat, a little bit, it's kind of like Batman in some regards, which seems to be a trend for a lot of open world or open world-ish WB games other than The Witcher. But I digress with that point. So I'm gonna just go straight into what you see now is the car driving. And as far as the frame rate and stuff of the game, it runs at a constant 30 frames per second with very, very few times of dropped frames and stuff like that. So if you're worried about that, I'd say don't worry about it. Now the game, from what I see and what I've played, well, not really what I played, but from what I feel is a crossbreed of Borderlands and Fallout. Borderlands in the sense that you're in a barren desert wasteland. Although I know that in Borderlands 2, there are way more areas than the starting area that aren't just wastelands, but I'm not going to go deeper into that. And Fallout, more of like, it's a post-apocalyptic world, so you have to survive and whatnot. You have to make sure you have enough water in this game, for example, because water fills your health. And if you don't have water, you better make sure that you go to where you can find water, or better hope there's food wherever you go, basically. And as far as the gas, it really doesn't run out, because there's gas that you got to fill your car up with. The only time that you really got to worry about gas is if you decide to use the afterburner or the side burner, I forget what it's called, on your car, and that'll eat the hell up out of your gas. I'd advise not to use that though, because I'm sure it's useful, but from what I've used, it really isn't that great. Now, what people griped on Batman for was, I guess, how much you had to use the Batmobile, how much it was a necessity. People thought it was kind of redundant and useless that the Batmobile was basically a quintessential part of the game. I personally had no problem with it, but since they basically sold the game as, oh, Batmobile the game, I'm just kidding. The game was still a goddamn good Batman game, but this isn't the motherfucking Batman review. That already is out, but I'm just gonna say that this game has more of a purpose to have a goddamn car than Batman did, because if you guys have seen Mad Max, either Fury Road or one of the older ones, you would know that big part of Mad Max is car chases, cars, and it's basically post-apocalyptic car porn, the franchise, basically. Not saying there isn't no story in Mad Max, there definitely is, but from what this game offers, the reviews that I've seen coming out, don't do the game justice. But I'm not going to get into that. What I'm mainly going to talk about here is, and I don't have any footage really of it, because I'm going to save that for the review, but is the amount of customization you could do to the cars in this game, man. Sure, the cars look all shit, you know, because you're in a post-apocalyptic world, and I know I keep saying it wrong. It's because I got a whole bunch of spit in my mouth, but the game does well at giving you a reason to have a car, right? Because Batman, there really wasn't no reason to have a car. You could just zip line and glide everywhere and you'd be good. Although there were tank parts, but as I was saying, this is Mad Max. But I'm really glad they optimized this game well, because if the game was optimized like shit and this ran at maybe like sub 25, sub 20 frames per second or something, this wouldn't have been the car chases and the car just riding through the desert as is wouldn't be that great, because there's a lot of dust effects and stuff, and there's sandstorms and stuff, which I will go deeper into my review. But this game really couldn't be on last gen. how bad the fucking sandstorms get, and how much fucking collision and shit and explosions just like that just happen in the fucking game. There's a lot of explosions in the game, and it would frame rate would dip constantly. But I'm not about to be a goddamn frame rate. I'm not about to be a frame rate trooper here. I'm gonna just talk about the game. But what I like about this game, for what I see so far, is that it's a true open world. You know, like, not talking shit about Witcher or anything like that, or any game before that, like, you know, any Assassin's Creed. But it's like, oh, this massive open world. Oh, but you hit an invisible fucking wall. In this game, basically, from what I see, I'll confirm this in my review, is that you could go any damn way. You could go any fucking where. And it's just so fucking awesome to be able to ride your car and you don't even have to worry about gas like that. You see, at this, I'm at like, I got a little pip that's off. And that's because I've been playing it probably like 2-3 hours straight. But it's just, I'm not about to dick ride the game there, but Avalanche Studios has done really good at making this game a good game. And with certain sites or review spots giving it 6 out of 10s and 3.5 out of 5s and shit, I just don't get it. Now, those aren't shit reviews, but I think it deserves more prowess than it's getting. But I'm gonna end my freaking half rant, half impressions there. The damn game is good. I'm sorry. This fucking voice clip has been going on for hours. Not hours, for a long time. I'm kind of winded. The damn game is good so far. And I hope that Chum Bucket, your ally in your back seat, doesn't meet no fucking end, because right next to Quiet in MGS5, he is probably the best. He's probably the best, like, companion in a game for 2015 right now. And Jesse's going to be doing the MGS5 review. He has the game. I don't, because I have a little bit of love dispute with Konami right now. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, and expect more stuff. Sorry for the very slow uploads from me, but I'm gonna get back on it, I promise. Thank you for watching. This is Sparda from T.G.C. and keep on gaming.